Okay, if anyone's lost a Boris bike from Santander, tell Boris, the Prime Minister, yeah, somewhere in Jamaica, if someone's lost a Boris bike, it's in Jamaica, yeah? There's a massive reward if someone comes and get it. That's funny. A Boris bike in Jamaica. Hilarious, everyone.
Good afternoon. How you doing, my people? I hope you're doing well enough. Now, coming up in today's broadcast, the lockdown measures is devastating the poor people of Jamaica. As you hear me rephrase it, me say the poor people of Jamaica, not the rich people. The poor people of Jamaica. I'm going to point it out too because everywhere across the world, even first world countries, the lockdown measures put in place. You find a lot of suicide. You find a lot of people cannot cope with it.
Let me see it, man. My voice before me send it, man. Yo, I'm virgin saying, brother, say the girl say I suffer. Eh? Look how much people are dead and it's a chunk girl say I suffer. Hanging himself in front of his daughter. Yo, from me see it, man, me say me fuck up, brother. Me I say, yeah. The little pitney not even know if he try if he help him. Like when he realize say no hanging himself, he might try if he no bother hanging himself. Yo, dog, me I feel God Almighty, man. Me not even know, brother. So when you want to send him out, you have to make him money and see what happen, brother.
And this is what happened in Jamaica now. To ourselves, we might say, what she mean she cannot take the suffering? But if you look at the woman house, is zinc house she have, zinc house stop. She now have no ceiling. That means if a lockdown in another 24/7 with sun and rain, anyway it got a problem because you do it time so that body don't remember me I tell you though. Yeah, roast. And I say to rainfall, enough of them zinc house stop there. And me water come through your fell and said bucket and them something there. And it's real people. A lot of people, Jamaican poor people can't know when I talk about and can relate to it. So it's when I say it's alarming, star. Bro, God doesn't act too ruthless, man. I not say he must do what he's supposed to do. But you can't act ruthless. But can't otherwise shut off food supply for the people, them. The police officers, the soldier man, them. The doctors, the lawyers, the teachers, the nurses. All who will object, this is the kind of treatment they get in. Let's listen to the news, people.
Jamaica news. Police plight. Cops fuming over meals, transportation during lockdown. Several police officers across the island are reportedly disgruntled about the treatment dishes out during the 7 no movement days imposed by the government to curtail the spread of the Big C. The Jamaica Constabulary Force members, who have asked not to be named, have complained about systems that were in place as it relates to accessing meals during the no movement period. The JCF members said in addition to the problems with meals, other officers were also left struggling to access transportation to get to and from work during the period. Chairman of the Police Federation, Corporal Rohan James, in an exclusive interview, confirmed that he was aware of the issue affecting some officers. Further, some officers complained that in trying to access meals they were forced to join long lines at those fast food establishments that were allowed to remain open during the lockdown period. While doing this, many of the JCF members said they were subjected to poor treatment at some of the food establishments. The chairman of the Police Federation said that so far his office has been flooded with calls from disgruntled officers about the developments. The chairman said he has raised the concern with the High Command and so far nothing has been done to alleviate the situation. When asked about canteens at some stations, James reiterated that nothing has been put in place for the officers to gain meals during the period of the lockdowns. The fact of the matter is that we, the Federation, have reached out to the Police Commissioner and the Minister of National Security, and we are awaiting their response because we are not satisfied, said James. He disclosed that the matter was brought to the attention of the relevant authorities on Sunday. From Sunday we had brought this matter and we were told it would go to Cabinet yesterday Monday, and up to today's date at this time, nothing has been put in place, he asserted. He continued. We can't have a lockdown. And police officers, from various parts of the island operating and performing duties cannot access anything to eat. How can you shut down the flow of food, he asked the government. This is unacceptable. This should be something that should be put in place for operational efficiencies. You cannot have hungry police officers out there, and then the audacity is that the system expect us the officers, who are out there to enforce the law, to incur additional costs at the state's expense, he argued. Meanwhile, James explained that when some of the officers visit popular restaurants, the treatment meted out to some of the members left much to be desired. As for transportation for some police officers, James said the Police Federation has been assisting members within the corporate area in St. Catherine.
Yes, but people, there you have it, star. I don't know about people, but Jamaica system is set up different because in no way you can have officer on duty and them not food for eat. That doesn't make sense. Cause all them figure to people and tell them come off of the street anytime them have hungry belly. The officers them say them have to go to KFC go get food for eat, my people. Jaja. It's only in Jamaica you find them thing, my people. Jado star. Not a good look, people. It's not a good look. Plus, consider them have 2 more weeks in this to go. Coming from tomorrow, starting September the 3rd. Them going to another 2 weeks of lockdown of the same thing. And look at what's going on already. Jamaican people, they're not going to be able to survive this, people. The rich people will, but the poor people, them, they gonna struggle. And the only way, and as I said to a lot of people, even if they do or if they don't, it won't change much in them life. These measures are too drastic on the people them in Jamaica. And people want to share that video because on the need for share this kind of material to the world. People need to see the system of Jamaica run. Sister, it's a messed up, corrupt, confused system. The leaders them will run the thing, them now make no sense. Look at it. Please, may I ask the people, share the video, like the video, comment on the video. Yes, my people, as you can see, these kind of treatment from the government to their police officers, trust me, it's alarming. It's not right. It's just like only in Jamaica you find these kind of, it's just like in your main, it just like doesn't make sense. How can you have police officer out on road at work and you don't provide no food for them? The police officer said they have to go in their pocket and take out for them own money and buy food for eat. No wonder why the police officer them, they are so corrupt. Because the system doesn't provide for these officers. And it's scary. So sometimes you can't even blame the police officer them for a fun car and left or right. Give me some money. You understand? The system set away people, man. And it no look good, my people. Chaja. Feel it for the police officers. Yeah, man, my people. Can't act like say we not see what's happening now. Because these things has happened all across the world anytime these lockdown measures have been put in place, where people have been committing suicide because they can't deal with the lockdown, especially in Jamaica. Just pause the video for a minute, my people, and look up into the ceiling where you look and where you say a zinc fence. That means say a zinc house top. That means say that's a poor people house that it have the ceiling. You understand? You can say the raw zinc. That means say for lockdown in that 24/7, especially in Jamaica with the sun a beat upon you. Sometime a lot of them roof there, rain a fall, a bare water, you have to set bucket and them something there to catch water. Average Jamaican know them things there, so Jamaican can relate to what I talk about. As what I say, not the upper class Jamaican them, but the poorer class Jamaicans them will live in Jamaica. Them know the struggle. So it's like, my point is not that the lockdown is not necessary, but it's how the lockdown is being implied on the people them of Jamaica, considering the situation of the Jamaican people them. Cause for number one, you have to remember say the government not help the people them like how the government in first world countries like UK, America help the people them during the pandemic. Andrew Holness is on just like something total different. Him just like, to me, him just ruthless like, you know. It's like, as he said in this message, I have to play this message for honor again, my people. Listen to what the man a say. It's like this man a say, the poor people them who will not take this thing here, them are gonna continue to suffer. The police them, the soldiers them, the doctors them, the lawyers them, all who we say no, him a go make una suffer because him now look for una and this is wrong.